Hi everyone, this is Jerry Burke, and this is the second of the Getting Past Stuck webinars. Today's Groundhog's Day, and we're supposed to have 6 more weeks of winter. Of course, I'm in Florida. Sorry. This is, as I said, the second video, and if you haven't seen the first video, can you do me a favor and go back and watch that? Or at least, I want to say stop this video and go back and watch that one, but please go back and watch that one, because in that one I really described how having becoming your own GPS receiver is really going to be helpful in you steering your life and directing your life. So that's the first thing. Describing why it's so important to have an internal GPS receiver. And I compared it to like driving, your life is like driving a car and holding onto the steering wheel and knowing when to turn right, knowing what to do if there's a detour ahead or something like that. My name is Jerry Burke. I was a GPS navigation engineer for defense for over 20 years. I did work for Motorola in the commercial aspect for about 10 years. But most of my experience is in navigating things that move for defense, like unmanned airplanes and missiles, smart bombs, the navigation system. So I think one of the most important may not be the right word, but one of the most influential to me was when I led the ground team for the GPS OCX navigation satellite constellation. And that has just been launched. The final one was just launched. So that has helped us all, right? It's helped us all with our navigation. Anytime you go across town or further than across town, I can make it across town, but if I go further than maybe half hour, 45 minutes away, I turn on my GPS navigator on my phone. So imagine having that capability within yourself, so you can navigate your life. So that's who I am. I was a GPS engineer for a long time, and about 5 years ago, I started getting whispers from above telling me that I needed to change my direction. And I chose to ignore those whispers. And then I started getting really sick. I had a respiratory failure, and I pushed through that and went right back to work. And that was a mistake, because then 18 months ago, I flatlined. I flatlined, and I did have a near-death experience, which totally changed my life. And it became very clear to me that my purpose is to do what I'm doing here with you today. My purpose is to share my past with you and apply it to help you become your own GPS receiver and get you to a point where your life matters. A lot of people are going through life right now and they're lost, or they're stuck, or they're feeling very meaningless, like their life has no meaning. And really getting to a point where your life matters is so important. You don't want to get to the end of your life and say, wow, what did I do? Nothing, right? So I'm going to just share my screen here, making sure that I'm sharing screen. Yes, I am. Good. And there I am as a little tiny thing on the side. There we go. I just want you to see my face too, because I think it's important. So I have a company I call ThinkerPlace, and what ThinkerPlace does is it helps people to connect with their internal GPS receiver. It's as simple as that. And last time I shared this model with you, it may look a little overwhelming, but all it is a functional diagram of a GPS receiver with the chakra system overlaid on top of it. So we all have 7 physical chakras, and I laid them, applied them to the 7 functional parts of a GPS receiver. That's all. So I only want to, today I want to focus on 3 of them, because I want to give you something that you can take away today. So I want to give you these 3 things that will help you today. The first is the ground, getting yourself rooted and getting the bad energy flowing away. We can all use that today, right? Too much going on, too much negativity. Let's learn how to get rid of that negativity and let it flow out of us. The second is the bandpass filter, also called the sacral chakra, which I use to really focus on a single path of my purpose, something that is harmonious, staying peaceful and harmonious. And the last is the solar plexus chakra, which gives us the courage to take a step forward. So I'm just going to focus on those 3 today, and I'm hoping that gives you some traction, something that you can work with today. So again, the ground chakra is where you drain away the energy, the negative energy that you don't want. And so, as for example, a lot going on in the news, a lot of anger, resentment, chaos, emotions, and it's coming at me like crazy. And what I do with that is I say, whoa, wash it off of me. Just get off of me, get down, let it get off of me and into the ground, right? So the ground is my drain, right? Drain that negative energy off of you. Shake it off and send it to ground. Because that anger and the resentment, when you hold on to it, it can be really damaging. So the ground chakra is represented by the color red, and red, the frequency of the color red is closest to that chakra within your body. That chakra is actually located around the bottom of your tailbone. So you sit on that bottom part of your tailbone. I like to pray to Archangel Uriel, and I say, please, break me free from this fear that's holding on to me. Help me to drain this negative energy away. And then a mantra that you can say is, I am grounded. I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm grounded. I'm supported. I have a good, healthy energy flow. And that anything negative that comes at me, let it flow through me and out of me. Feels good. It really does. So the next one is the bandpass filter. It's the sacral chakra, and I use that to only focus on what is pure and harmonious in my life. So, and I love Thich Nhat Hanh. He says, walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. I love that. As you put your foot down on the ground, as you reach for the doorknob, as you turn on a light, as you walk into a new room, walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. Walk in harmony. The color of that chakra is orange. That's the color. The frequency of that color orange is the closest frequency to a balanced sacral chakra. And The sacral chakra is about below around your belly button, maybe a little bit below your belly button. And that is I like to pray to Archangel Gabriel for this one. And I say to him, please purify my mind, clear my mind, purify my spirit. He is the archangel that brings you messages in your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. That's Archangel Gabriel. And he's bringing you peace. He's bringing you good messages. He's bringing you direction in your dreams. And my mantra is that I have enough. I know enough. Everything is good. I am enough. No worries. Let's move on, right? So, and then the final piece of this that I hope that helps you today is the solar plexus chakra, which I call the actual display. I picture this as the display on your dashboard, the steering wheel in your hands, the foot on the gas pedal. This is your control. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I take action in spite of fear. We all have fear, but the solar plexus is that place under your rib cage where you feel it get tight sometimes when you're scared, when something shocks you. You feel that tightening underneath of there. We all feel it. So say, yes, I acknowledge your fear, but I'm still going to move forward. So focusing on the color yellow. Yellow is the closest frequency to the solar plexus chakra. And I pray to Archangel Raphael for this. Raphael is the healer. He heals bumps and bruises. And along the way, I get bumps and bruises. When I take action, in spite of fear, I take action, but I still sometimes get bruised. I say things that offend people. They get angry with me. So I pray to Archangel Raphael to please heal me, provide me that, provide for my needs, and kiss my boo-boos when I get hurt along the way. And I say to myself, I can do anything. I can do anything. If I put my mind to it, I can do it. So hopefully those three things will help you today. I wanted to just talk about some people say, I don't really need this. Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I certainly did. I spent a huge part of my life stuck in fear. I was worrying about bills that were due in 6 months. I was frozen today about something 6 months from now. And maybe you're saying you can't afford this. Well, this is free. I will do this every Thursday. I'll try to do this every Thursday. I don't like to break a promise, so I'm not promising, but I'm going to try every Thursday to have one of these webinars and share some insight with you about how you can hold on to the steering wheel of your life and move forward. And maybe you feel like you're set in your ways and it won't work for you. Well, it takes practice, but I think that you will find that even old dogs can learn new tricks. I did, and look at me. I'm happy. I'm moving forward. So imagine feeling like you have an internal navigation system. You're holding onto the steering wheel, and you are watching your navigator, and you're moving forward in life. Imagine what you can do with your life if you had that. So I also wanted to let you know that on the 16th of February, we are having, meaning me and Julie, who is amazing. She has a PhD. I'm just going to quickly read her bio. She is the unlearning expert. She is a former corporate director of training. She's a JMT certified speaker and consultant. That's John Maxwell. She has a PhD in organizational leadership and knowledge management, and boy, does she understand change. She's the unlearning expert. She's going to be working with me with this GPS experience. It'll be a full-day event at the Crowne Plaza in Melbourne Beach, and she and I are going to be doing a skit for each of these sections of the GPS receiver. We're going to be acting out some fun stuff. making fools of ourselves for you. And then we're going to have some exercises that you can do to sort of reinforce. It'll be a small group. So if you're interested, get onto the ThinkerPlace.com website, find the events, get yourself registered. Early bird's only $99, but get your ticket. If you're interested, get your ticket now because we want to keep it small. So, so that's that. Now, I wanted to just ask you to do me a favor. If you enjoyed this video, hop onto your social media, use one of these hashtags, and let me know how you think your life could be different if you had control, if you were captain of your fate, master of your soul. So thank you. Peace out. Have a great day.